Hello, all of you wonderful creative people here on YouTube. My name is Rio, and I welcome you to my artsy corner. Today, it's going to be a part 2 of my vast coloring book collection. So, buckle up and let's go. So first of all, let me tell you that from now on, the remaining parts of this series are going to be slightly shorter than the first one. We had a very long and vast introduction into my coloring book collection, but it was such a huge video. It took so long to edit, and besides, I just want to have more content on my channel, so, Anyway, I think shorter parts are just, more entertaining to watch. A bit of this and that, here and there, and from now on, this is how I'm going to go about it. So, part 2 of my coloring book collection is going to be all of my Asian books, which there are quite a few of, as you are going to see right about now. So I'm going to start off with the gorgeous books by the one and the only Dada Mao. You've probably heard her name pop up here and there. Her style is simply amazing. This sort of anime-ish manga kind of style. I love her books. This book was one of the first books that I've purchased when I just started my coloring book collection. I got it from AliExpress. I don't remember the names of these books for the life of me, but if you're interested, here is the ISBN code. I chose this book because it's, once again, mythology related. Oh, here's the mermaid. Yeah, I planned to color this one 2 years in a row during mermaid, just didn't get to it. So here you have your gods and goddesses and other different deities or beings of divine. I mean, look at this wonderful style. And she draws a lot of male characters in her books. I love it. Oh, look at this handsome lad here. And the paper, although it's slightly thinner, feels really nice. So yeah, I'm into mythology, so of course this is the kind of book I wanted to get. And one other of her books from the same series is this one. Yet again, I have no scooby clue how it's called, so here is the ISBN if you're interested. It has something to do with martial arts. I really don't remember now. But I got this book from ABC Coloring 1. She was destashing, and this was one of the books she wanted to let go of. So, of course, I messaged her right away. Oh. I do believe this book also contains some kind of a story. Oh, and besides, it had this huge poster of completed illustrations included in the book for your inspiration. Look, isn't this nice? What a gorgeous style. And this one is yet uncolored as well. Wow, I've noticed that this book is mostly double page spreads. So yeah, those will be fun to color. Look at it. Such gorgeous pages. Wow. Yep. Sadly, they are double-sided, so I suppose I'm gonna have to opt for pencils on these. And last book by her that I have is this one. I have a full flip through of this book on my channel, where I show each and every page one by one. I will link it down below. Also, now I really don't remember how it's called, so here's the code if you want. Here you go. You can find it on Amazon, no problem, I think. Although I got it from Book Depository back in the day. Rip, I missed this site already. And the reason why I got this book is that it's male characters. Nothing but male characters. Which is a rare sight to see in coloring books. Which is sad. So of course, I had to get it. Look at these gorgeous, handsome men in her wonderful style. When I look at this book, I feel the itch to color. Anywho, so that's the last but certainly not least. The next author I'm going to show you, I'm sure you've also heard of before. This is, once again, the one and the only Googly. And I have two of her books. I think it's a her. Anyway, so the first one I have is Find Color, and I was hunting for this book for ages because it was so difficult to get for some reason. But I found it on AliExpress eventually. So in this book you can also find this huge poster of all the illustrations in the book. I mean, look at it, it's enormous. I like when Chinese authors do that. It's so cool and so inspiring and helpful. It also included this fold-out poster to color as well. Oh my gosh, look at the detail. These are so intricate. Oh, and the most wonderful thing about this book is that inside the paper is a legit watercolor or mixed media paper for sure. It has a very nice tooth and it's meant to deal with water. Look at this. Wow. So nice. These illustrations may look scary at the beginning, but when you start to color them, it's actually not that bad. And to prove that, here's the page that I did. It was a buddy color with your wonderful girl T. I had lots of fun working on this one. I used ink tens and Albrecht Dürer, I believe, and some distressed inks on the background, and a bit of glitter gel pen here and there. Yep, I've already worked in this book and I love it. So here you go. So that's Find Color by Googly, and I also have the other book that's been released last year. It's the Colorful Time one. This one is still uncolored. It also came with a poster, but I have it misplaced somewhere. I don't remember where now. Again, look at these gorgeous pages. Have your more of a grayscale type of illustrations and also some line art, whichever you prefer. Cool. Man, I love it. Of course, most of these are just, you know, mythologically based, I believe. Even as a line art, it looks gorgeous. Whoa, that's a spread I would love to do, man. Maybe I should mark it. So, Colorful Time by Googly. So, moving right along to my Japanese coloring book stash, I'm going to show you the books that opened up the floodgate to the gaping hole that is Amazon Japan. I was so scared ordering from there. I had no idea whether my orders will come through, whether everything's going to be all right, whether I'll get it in time or get it at all. But I had a try. It worked, and from now on I visit this site frequently for the wonderful Asian coloring books. So the very first ones that I got from there were these two books by, oh my gosh, I don't remember the author, but one of them is a coloring book of Japan picture scrolls, and the other one is the kabuki one. I also do not remember the name of the channel I saw these on, but the moment I saw these books I knew I have to have them. I just knew it. And these you actually flip from back to front like a proper Japanese book. You can look at the detail. Wow. I should just try and dare to color one of these books. And I must say that the paper in all the Asian books seems to be so nice. Pencils usually work wonderfully in them. It's really, really nice, smooth paper. And also, at the beginning of the book, you have the coloring tutorials, which is also a very frequent feature in Asian coloring books. You have some tips on color palettes, pattern coloring. This is really, really, really useful info whilst you try to work in these books. And here's the kabuki one, which is particularly interesting. Again, there. Look at these gorgeous pages. Such an intricate line art. And if you have no idea what kabuki is, it's basically a form of Japanese theater play where only men were allowed to take stage. And yes, they did dress up as women, but that's a form of art in itself. Oh look, here we have an example of colored in page. Isn't these wonderful? And yet again, you have your tutorials at the beginning of the book. So there are these two. The next book I'm going to show you was a blind buy. On Amazon Japan you can find a whole series of these books on different topics, whatever you want to pick. Here is the ISBN if you're interested. Well, I thought, why not give it a try? I mean, the pictures and the listing look really nice. There you have an example of colored in illustrations at the beginning of the book. Look at these. Wow. Gorgeous. And here's where the whole coloring book starts. I'm gonna flip it from the back. There you go. And the paper is really, really thick and nice. Line art is very light. There aren't many illustrations in here, but all of them are super, super gorgeous. And it was a pretty cheap book, considering the fact that the paper in it is amazing. And the artwork is simply stunning. It was worth every penny. So, Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Gusa. I know she has quite a few books out, but I picked this one because it looked like it wasn't all that intricate. Well, I mean, I say that and there you have a very, very busy page. But it looked like it was the most simple out of them all. Even though all of them are stunning. And the way she draws animals is just so cute. Again, you have your wonderful paper. Ooh, a horse. That's nice. And it's a small book. This shouldn't take all that long to color. I still have not tackled it, but I surely love to. Someday. There you go. That's the Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Gusa. And as we move on, I have 4 books by Mickey Takei here at my side. And I'm going to start off with this one. Does the colors make you happy? Volume 2. Here's the volume 1. Anyway, they all look absolutely gorgeous. I adore her style. Her illustrations are so cute. Yet again, at the beginning you have your tutorials, how to color, what to use, and so on. This series of the books is basically books full of illustrations on different topics of all things sweet and cute and positive and anything that could make your life a tiny bit brighter and happier. So the first one is pretty random. Just like I said, all things cute and nice. Such a gorgeous unicorn. Yeah. Again, the paper. The paper is simply stunning. Book number 2. Oh, I have 2 pages marked in here. Come on, get it, please. There you go. I think book number 2 and 3 had Western and Chinese zodiac at the back. Yeah, there you go. It's the Chinese zodiac. That's what sold this book to me, basically. I love all things zodiac themed. There you go. I'm an ox. Again, I don't really think that this book has some kind of specific theme to it. Oh gosh, look at these people. No. Oh, a black background page. There you go. I mean, look at these illustrations. Aren't they flipping gorgeous? So that colors make you happy. 1, 2. This is volume 3. And this book, I think it's fairy tale themed. Yeah. Here you have Little Mermaid, your Cinderella, I believe. There you go. Let's take a look. Yeah, like I said, you have your zodiac signs in the back. Oh, that was mine. I'm Scorpio. Followed by a plethora of fairy tale inspired pictures. Red Riding Hood. There you go. There's Little Mermaid. I mean, what's there not to love? There you go, Cinderella. About her style. And her latest and greatest is volume number 4, which is, I believe, based on stage performance. You have pages based on different plays, ballets, or anything cultural based. Like, there you go, you have your gorgeous dancers from Brazil or India. You have your stage plays. That Madame Butterfly, ballet dresses, that's Swan Lake for sure, Midsummer Night's Dream, I think. Gosh golly. Aladdin, Hamlet, that's Phantom of the Opera, that's Romeo and Juliet, yep, for sure. Yeah, so Vicky Takei. And the next stack of books I'm going to show you is the one and only Eerie. I think I have all of her books except the romantic country ones. I don't know, for some reason they did not appeal to me all that much, so there you go. The first ones I got were the Heritage series ones. Oh, I like these bonus pages on the back. I mean, look at this gold foiled line art. I think the only reason why I did not get the romantic country ones, oh, this is the page I colored, by the way, as a submission to my random 50 challenge. It's the Egypt page, and the prompt was the trip. I've gone to Egypt once, so I wanted to commemorate that. By the way, I think I used a new color too in the background, some watercolor pencils on the pyramids. The rest was colored with thinner squares. And on this wall here, I think I used pit artist pens with paper crystal. Yeah, and as you can see, it did not soak through. The paper takes water really well. So this is the book that travels all around the world, basically. This is a story about this girl that goes from country to country. A perfect book for my I color my world hashtag. Well, I must say that nearly all of her books are. So, the next one is fairy tale based. Same style. And I still cannot get over the fact that she drew all of this with a toothpick. Dipped in ink, it's crazy. Yeah. I love fairy tales. Oh, Rapunzel. Look at this long, long braid of hair. Wow. Astonishing book. So, fairy tales one, and of course, myths and legends, I believe. This was the last one I got. Oh, is that Greece? No, that's Egypt. Or is it Atlantis, maybe? Because it's underwater. Things you notice. Eerie just has this distinct style. One mixer with no one. And I also have her tracing books. I wasn't planning to get them at the beginning, but eventually I got sold. Here's a trace around the world, the history one, I do believe. And what I love about these books is that they actually have the list of things included in the book in the very beginning. So you can read more on it as you go, you know, just to make your colorings more accurate. The line art in this book is very faint. Oh, again, your tutorials and some examples on the back. There you go. That's cool. So what it essentially is, it's a book that you are meant to trace and color. And the process of tracing itself should be kind of therapeutic. Well, I did a page in one of these books and I must say I enjoyed it. So yeah, I know you probably can barely tell what's drawn on the page. Yeah, you have your Trace Around the World book number 2, and what's cool about it is that this dust cover is actually a huge world map illustration. It's a poster. Well, I'm not going to fold it out right now because it's humongous. And yeah, you can color it in too. Well, what it is basically is just different places around the world. Again, perfect for my I color my world hashtag. And it's divided by continents. There you go. Asia. So yeah, I colored this castle of Neuschwanstein in this book last year. I traced it with glitter gel pens and then colored it all with Faber-Castell Polychromos, of course. It's a Germany themed page, so I use German pencils on it. And the background here is soft pastels. I love it. I went there last year together with my friend and the trip was awesome. The castle is really something. And last but not least, festivals around the world. Yet again, a perfect book for my hashtag. It has lots of colored in examples at the beginning of the book. Here, for you to get inspired by works of others and how they approach this book. There you go. Same thing. You go throughout the year commemorating different festivities and festivals and celebrations around the world. A very seasonal book. So next cute chunk of my collection are the postcard books from Amazon Japan. And first of them being Waltzes for the Seasons by Kanoko Igusa. Got this one last autumn. Lovely book. On some pages you have like a full-blown postcard, and on others you have 2 in 1, and they are perforated here, as you can see. You can bend the page easily, tear them out, and send them to someone when colored. Absolutely adorable. Love it. Next is this cute postcard book here. Who's it by? Gosh, I don't remember. But yeah, here is the ISBN if you are interested. There you go. And these, I believe... Oh, these are tags. I have some bonus stuff in the back. Yeah. It has 2 copies of each postcard on one. So yeah, you can color them in, give one away, and keep the other. Super cute. Gorgeous style. Absolutely gorgeous. And the other 4 that I'm going to show you, of course, are by the one and only Mikita K. I am obsessed with her books, although I have not yet colored a single page in them. I love her style, and her books you have a colored example of a postcard here coloring as well for your inspiration. So that's the first of them, that's the second one. This one is a bit more seasonal, I think. So cute! Aww. Third one. This one is fairy tale based. Oh, I've marked this one. I love this fairy tale. A girl with matchsticks. This fairy tale comes up in a lot of different books that I have, and I would love to do at least one page based on it. And her latest and greatest, the rabbit postcard book. Of course I couldn't resist. I mean, look at these adorable cuties. And again, paper is stunning. Pencils or watercolor pencils, ink pens, you name it, they should work wonders in these books. And finally, we are off to the 3 Korean coloring books that I have. 2 of them are my latest purchase this month, so yeah, it's a bit of a haul, so to speak. So, first of them being this Mirage coloring book by Momo Girl. It's basically her compilation book. I know she has a few books out and about, but, well, I like this one more because the illustrations do not have all those writings on them like her Girls with Music or Girls with Poems do. Although paper in those books seems to be a bit better. But these illustrations are single-sided, as you can see. By the way, it's a Japanese edition of this book. Yeah, some of her pictures here. Here's a double page spread. Oh, that's so cute. Some come with grayscale, others just pure line art, as you can see. Oh, and even heavy grayscale as well. Oh, postcards. Cool. And you also have the examples of finished illustrations in the beginning of the book. I mean, look at those. Whoa. Love it. She has a very gorgeous style. The next book I have here, of course, is a fairy tale book by Doming. Again, a Japanese edition. I was really debating whether I should get this or not because as I was watching flip-throughs of this book here on YouTube, it appeared to be a very intricate and detailed book. Well, here, take a look. However, when I got it and saw this book up close and personal, the paper is gorgeous, by the way. This illustration just spoke to me right away. So yeah, what I was trying to say is that when you look at it up close and personal, it's actually not that bad. It's going to be a lot easier to color than I thought. And I can't wait to dive into it. I think I'll do the ugly duckling first. Yeah, here, see, yet again, girl with matchsticks. It eludes me. I have a very nice story behind it as well, so maybe I should do a color and chat whilst I do the page. And the last book, but certainly not least, the last book that I'm going to show you is this absolutely freaking fantastic book by Kim Starr. It's called You Are My Star, and I have a flip through of this book on my channel as well. I will link it down below. Book Depository recommended this book to me totally by accident. I found one single flip through of this book on YouTube, and when I saw it, I fell in love. I showed it to my friend. She was absolutely astonished by this book as well. And yeah, she got it for me for my birthday. And I so want to color in it. It's a sectioned book, and the illustrations are divided by months of the year. And in the first chapter, I think you have the zodiac signs. The second chapter is the flowers, and the third, the gemstones. So pretty. And again, it is typical to every Korean book, I believe. You have your colored in examples to inspire you. The paper in this book is also really, really nice. Yeah, these are the ones I want to do sooner rather than later. It's really a gemstone of my collection, so to speak. I value it so much. Not only because it was a gift, but because it's a unique book in my collection, I believe. And yeah, it's just an astonishing book. I'm really, really surprised that none of the colors actually have it in their collection. Well, it's not that I'm bragging about it or anything. I mean, it's really worth your attention. I mean, if you want to look for it, here's the ISBN. There you go. Well, on that note, that's about that, I believe. I'm finally done with my Asian books. I hope you enjoyed watching this part of my collection. I'll be back with more pretty soon, I promise. So, until I do, remember to stay creative, stay artsy, and have fun in every single step you take. Until I see you all in one of my next videos. Ah,